In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on December 9th, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Atlanta Hawks versus Brooklyn Nets. A pair of Eastern Conference teams looking to move up the rungs of the playoff picture ladder take the floor in the Big Apple. The Atlanta Hawks are on the road as they travel to face the Brooklyn Nets Friday night. Atlanta was clobbered 113-89 on the road by the Knicks Wednesday night as they were drubbed in a game where they were 2-point underdogs. Brooklyn knocked off Charlotte 122-116 at home Wednesday night, though they failed to cover as a 10.5-point favorite in that contest. In the all-time regular season series between the teams, the Hawks own a 103-85 advantage, including a 122-115 home victory in the most recent matchup on April 2, 2022. Looking at the betting trends, the Hawks are 19-39 against the spread in their last 58 road games, 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games against a team with a winning record, and 3-8 against the spread in their last 11 games overall. The Nets are 12-37-2 against the spread in their last 51 home games, 1-4-1 against the spread in their last 6 games following a win, and 1-3-1 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. Head-to-head, the Hawks are 2-5 against the spread in the last 7 meetings in Brooklyn, and the Hawks are 5-2 against the spread in the last 7 meetings overall. The Hawks are again missing DeJounte Murray and John Collins, while DeAndre Hunter and Trent Forrest are both questionable. The Nets are just about at full strength for this one, except for Yuta Watanabe, who is still out with that hamstring injury. The Brooklyn Nets are playing their best ball of the season right now, and that includes 50.4% shooting in their last 5 games. The Atlanta Hawks continue to be one of the more disappointing teams in the league, and it feels like they've taken some steps back over the last week. I just don't get this warm and fuzzy feeling from the Haws. The Hawks haven't been able to build any momentum lately, and the injury to Murray really doesn't help. So the Brooklyn Nets to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Atlanta enters this contest ranked 9th in pace of play. That number will certainly take a hit with the injury to DeJounte Murray, and Atlanta will adopt a more half-court-centric approach, incorporating some of their bigs in the action. Brooklyn is 25th in pace, and they have been a much more efficient defensive club this season. Entering this game, they are 16th in defensive rating. Sure, that number seems mediocre, but with the way they were playing defense toward the end of last season, that is a good sign. They are struggling on the glass, but Atlanta does not have anyone that can dominate inside, considering they will likely be without John Collins. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Sacramento Kings versus Cleveland Cavaliers. The Sacramento Kings and Cleveland Cavaliers meet Friday in NBA action at the Rocket Mortgage Field House. The Sacramento Kings have split their last 8 games. The Cleveland Cavaliers have won 6 of their last 9 games. Looking at the betting trends, the Kings are 14-6-1 against the spread in their last 21 road games, 14-5 against the spread in their last 19 games following a loss of more than 10 points, and 13-6 against the spread in their last 19 games overall. The Cavaliers are 12-3-1 against the spread in their last 16 home games, 20-7 against the spread in their last 27 games following a win of more than 10 points, and 12-4 against the spread in their last 16 games following a win. Head-to-head, the under is 5-1 in the last 6 meetings overall. The Kings are 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 meetings in Cleveland, and the Kings are 8-2 against the spread in the last 10 meetings overall. The Kings are keeping an eye on De'Aaron Fox and Terrence Davis, who are both listed as day-to-day, while the Cavaliers are still without Kevin Love, and Donovan Mitchell is listed as questionable with right lower leg soreness. The Kings were on a nice run before they got stopped in their tracks on Wednesday, but they are a solid 8-2 against the spread in the last 10 meetings overall. The Cleveland Cavaliers are the better team on paper, and they're at home, so the line is going to be what it is. However, the Sacramento Kings continue to play well in their own right, and that includes winning on the road by an average of 1 point. The Cavaliers are also coming off an emotional win over the Lakers, so it will be interesting to see how guys come out for this lesser-profiled spot. Sacramento represent decent value as the underdogs here against the Cavaliers, who could be missing their best player, so the Sacramento Kings to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. That first meeting saw a total of 247 points scored, which was very unusual for a game between these two teams. An average of just 219 points has been scored over the last 10 meetings, with the under cashing 6 times during that stretch. This game being played in Cleveland will be very different. The Cavs like to slow things down, as we saw in the Lakers game where they held their opponent to just 102 points. In fact, the last 4 Cavs opponents have scored just 102, 92, 96, and 85 points, so they'll be a tough nut to crack for these Kings. Cleveland is 5-7 on the over-under record at home. Kings are 4-7 on the road. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Lakers versus Philadelphia 76ers. The Los Angeles Lakers will try to snap their 2-game losing streak when they face the Philadelphia 76ers on Friday night in an ESPN primetime matchup. Los Angeles had won 5 out of 6 games before losing to the Cavaliers and Raptors in its last 2 games. Philadelphia is on a 3-game losing streak of its own following a double overtime loss to Houston on Monday. Looking at the betting trends, the Lakers are 4-10 against the spread in their last 14 games following a loss and 0-8 against the spread in their last 8 games following a loss of more than 10 points. The 76ers are 7-0 against the spread in their last 7 home games, 6-2 against the spread in their last 8 games playing on 3 or more days rest, and 1-7 against the spread in their last 8 home games against a team with a road record below .400. Head-to-head, the under is 6-1 in the last 7 meetings in Philadelphia. The Lakers are 0-4 against the spread in the last 4 meetings in Philadelphia, and the Lakers are 2-6 against the spread in the last 8 meetings overall. The Lakers should have all their key players available, as Anthony Davis and LeBron James are both listed as probable, while the 76ers are again missing Tyrese Maxey and Georges Niang. The Lakers opened the season on a sour note, going 2-10 and looking lifeless on both ends of the floor. They have since recovered and brought their record back to a few games within .500. Although they are playing better, they get a 76ers team here coming off a double overtime loss to the Rockets and having 4 days rest. James Harden returned to the lineup and played 39 minutes, but he struggled with his shot and looked out of sorts on the defensive end. He will have a much better showing in his second game back. Joel Embiid had 39 points before fouling out late in the first overtime last game, and Tobias Harris chipped in 27. So the 76ers are right where they need to be with Harden returning. Both teams are coming into this meeting in similar form, and it should be a real battle of the bigs, with Davis going up against Embiid in this one. It's hard to split these two squads at the moment, as the 76ers James Harden is still working himself back into shape, while the Lakers are relying heavily on Davis, who can't stay healthy for long these days. You can make an argument for either side, but with the line so short, I'll stick with the 76ers. So the Philadelphia 76ers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. To nobody's surprise, Philadelphia ranks 28th in pace entering this matchup with the Lakers. James Harden's return to the lineup will certainly uptick that number in the coming weeks, but this offense still flows through Joel Embiid. Los Angeles is 3rd in pace, but with Philadelphia having 4 days off and returning home after a tough loss, they will control the tempo in this game. Philadelphia is at .500, but they have been excellent on the defensive end. Entering this game, they are 4th in defensive rating. The total is set at an inflated number, but trust Embiid and Harden to slow down and control the game. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.